What's up, y'all boys? It's your boy ASAP Prince, man. I'm back at y'all with another video, man. We got some heat from Flight, bro. This is what I had heard from what I had, but this is what I'm hearing. Flight got robbed. Apparently, he got robbed by a pretty boy Fredo barber, I guess, or whatnot. But I don't. That's the only thing I heard about it. I only seen it because I read a caption. But we finna check it out, man. We hit the Flight side of the story. You know, Flight got my explanation for everything. We gotta hear his side of the story, cause I've been hearing other people talk about it, but I ain't never know the real story. So we finna hear it out of Flight mouth, cause he was actually there. So let's get to this video, my niggas.
The title right now, it's not a joke. This is not a fluke. This is not
no. I wanna know how he got robbed.
Clickbait, prank, whatever.
Like, did somebody run up on him?
Save you guys the time right now. But basically, if you guys aren't sleeping on a rock, and by this point it's probably all over the internet, the kid got robbed. I had got robbed of $10,000. Now, before I go ahead and explain the whole full story,
that's like our Black Ink Crew.
Public apology right quick to Pretty Boy Fredo. Now, the person who did take place and, you know, getting me robbed was my barber, and I had to mention Fredo's name when I was on live stream ranting about, you know, the quick short story about how I got robbed, and I had mentioned Fredo's name. It was a dumb decision. I shouldn't have done that. The only reason I did so, and I even said it twice in the live stream, Fredo has nothing to do with this. I only said his name so people would relate quicker and be like, oh, that's the barber you're talking about. Because I had a lot of people being like, okay, who are you talking about? Which barber? Boom, boom. That's the only reason. So I don't want you guys to attack his social media. He has nothing to do with it. Fredo is always home 24/7 taking care of his kids or his family. Like, he's not doing any. He had nothing to do with this, okay? So please, you guys, settle down with that, you know, on Fredo's side. And let's just keep it that way. Now, fast forwarding on, it was around early December, you know, the New Year's about to come up. You know, I wanted to close out 2017 with a nice treat, you know, to myself. I was supposed to cop a new whip and treat myself probably around the summer, but I ended up having to put my priorities first. I had fans, they found out where I live, they kept knocking on my door every single day, and my own life was in jeopardy. So I had to use that money invested and put it to where I needed to move into a new place. And then, you know what I'm saying, months later, where, you know what I'm saying, re-recuperate and everything, you know, then I find the right time when the time is right. Now, my barber knew I was looking for a new car. You know, I didn't like tell him like every single day on some thirsty stuff. I just told him probably like one good time. I was like, hey man, you know, he is really connected. You know, barbers are typically connected.
You ain't supposed to tell your business, bro. Especially not in the barbershop, bro.
People that work in different jobs. So
everybody know, y'all from watching Barbershop and Barbershop 2 and all that, y'all should already know is y'all should, or even if you watch Everybody Hates Chris, you should know. You don't tell your business in the barbershop because it get around to everybody so quick, and the beauty salon too. So you ain't supposed to talk about none of your life problems inside a barbershop. Period. I wouldn't even be trying to just. I ain't telling nobody my business anyway.
Ask them, you know, if you come across anybody that works in the car business, you know what I'm saying, please let me know, because I'm looking for a new whip and I'm looking for like a luxury type of car. Now, it was a particular day. I went in, typical appointment for a haircut, you know, and we ended up actually getting some food prior to then, you know what I'm saying. He took me, you know, we both got a little food, and then we went, you know what I'm saying, back to the barbershop. Now, his friend pulls up, you know what I'm saying, in a 2016 Mercedes, you know, and he's sitting up there right off bat saying, oh, this is my friend. This is my friend. You know, he's 100% legit. He has, you know, a car business ship, and he's just really good with everything, and he's a big fan of your videos, and he respects your work. He always is talking about you, you know. And so, like, right off the bat, you know, we get out the car and I look at it and I'm feeling it, you know what I'm saying. It was an all white, you know, I'm gonna say it's 2016, no flaws to it, 20,000 miles a day, 18,000 to be exact. But you know where I'm coming from. Now, his friend pitched the offer, my barber's friend pitched the offer that, oh, I want to give this car to you for $10,000. I respect your work, and you know what I'm saying, take it or leave it. It'll be your loss if you don't, you know what I'm saying, this is a steal for you. You know, right off bat, I was just like, you know, okay. I asked him to test drive it, went to test drive the car, there was nothing wrong. Now, still, I didn't really know his friend personally like that, so I didn't want to be so quick, you know what I'm saying, to just jump
that is crazy. They ain't just gonna give up no 2016 Mercedes for
the very next day. So I ended up saying, listen, bro, I don't come back until Tuesday. Let me go ahead and give you $2,000-$3,000 right now. And so, because I wanted to put, like he said, I had to put a deposit on the car because, you know, somebody can sell, you know, anything if you don't be like, listen, I want this, and I give you something. And that's what the situation was. So I ended up giving him about, I think it was $3,000, and I ended up PayPaling that to him, and it was just boom, you know. Fast forwarding on, Tuesday came around, you know.
Why would you PayPal it, my nigga? You supposed to do the papers and all that.
I should have caught on to myself is the first thing I did ask this dude before I got the car is, you got the title, you got the keys and everything. Yeah, he said he had the keys, he even had the backup key. But he said he doesn't have the title. He said that the title needed to be shipped into my own address. And, you know, I was just like, okay, maybe, you know, he has to get some type of paperwork from whatever. And so I allow him to, you know, get away with that part. Like, usually anybody, and I'm telling this story for people so they can learn off of my mistakes. Don't ever buy a car without having a title in hand. Not having a title in hand,
bro,
pretty much like not having the keys. You know what I'm saying, to the car. It's
you can't drive it
without the title. You know? And so I always kept repetitively asking him, like, where's the title? And he came up with the same excuse. Now, fast forwarding on Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, I already put the deposit down for the whip. You know, I go ahead and cop it right off the lot. I already was vlogging a little bit. I showed it off. It wasn't no crazy car reveal stuff because I'm not that type of person to do it. I don't want to be, you know, hot about that. I don't want people to know every single thing. But it was something like, if you guys paid attention to the vlog, you know what I'm talking about.
10,000 still.
You know, days start to go along, no problem. One thing I also did forget to mention, the same night is where I should have really caught on to, you know, something's a little sketchy about this dude. I forgot to tell you guys this right quick. Now, the first night, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know, I took a couple of Insta snaps of me and my whip playing music, da-da-da. And I ended up actually getting pulled over at about 1 o'clock. I was leaving the gas station, and the cop, the first thing I asked him, what do you put him over for? He said that the way my tires stopped on the white line, I came to a full stop at the stop sign, but my tires were on the white line, so he pulled me over for that.
What?
Now, I can tell that he really honestly profiled me, and he just wanted to pull me over to mess with me. Typical cops that just do what they do. So
no, you know, cops here just do that. You can pass the stop sign all the way up. You can be lined up at the window.
Actually was the bill of sale. You know, the proof of the sale that I bought the car, and he had, you know what I'm saying, his name, his supposed company name, which I think was, you know, up to this point is fake. And he had a couple of other key information things. Now, the first thing the cop asks when they pull you over is your license, car registration, insurance, and all that. I told the cop, you know, nice and smooth and everything. I was like, listen, I just copped this car today. I got the bill of sale. I got my ID, my driver's license, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to the DMV tomorrow to put the car under my name. So, you know, right off the bat, he understood. You know, he was just like, oh, okay, you copped the car, boom. Now, one interesting thing the cop said when he came back, because he only took like 5 minutes to process my driver's license. He let me go off, nothing, no citation, fines, none of that stuff. The cop stated, he was like, sir, is this car rented? And I was just like, no, I just bought this car like literally 2 hours ago. And when he said that, I thought he was just trying to be an asshole and just be like, oh, you're not good enough to drive a car like this. But with him saying that, I should have really right off bat just been like, hold up. Why would a car come up rented out of anything? You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes a car can come up as like a tag expired, but he said it came up rented. So I'm sitting up here like, you know, I even let that go still because nothing happened to me. I didn't get no type of fine. He let me go off. Fast forwarding, weeks going along, you know, my girl comes down to Florida to celebrate the New Year's, and we take a vacation, a whole week in Miami. Nothing happened, you know what I'm saying? No mishaps, no running with the police, none of that stuff. I get back about, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a week later, and I end up actually going to Georgia. And now I come back to Florida, and this is where things really start to turn left and get interesting, okay? Now, around
so you had to come for some weeks now.
My internet was acting really funny. Like, it was just on some foo-foo stuff. So, you know, I called the internet people up, and I'm just sitting up there like, yo, y'all need to come over here and fix this. Give me a new motor rod or whatever. I pay this bill a month. Like, I don't tolerate this stuff. I was telling them that ever since I moved to where I'm at, I hadn't had no problems up until now. They completely understand. So they were coming in the next morning, actually, to do an internet appointment. Now, that same day, MLK Day, I actually went to one of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, we played some ball. It was him and my other friend, and we just played some ball. We got back at his own crib at about 11 o'clock, and he ends up, we both actually ended up passing out. I passed out on this couch, and what ended up making me wake up is that my girl that called me, she was wondering where I was at, and I was like, oh snap, you know, I passed it on my friend's crib, and I have to go, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I told them that, boom, 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 and I got in my way. Now, it was about a 28, 30-minute drive home at nighttime, you know, it was all smooth, all nice and dandy. You know, I pull up into my complex, and, you know, I get out the car, you know, nothing happened, and I went upstairs. Next morning comes along. Now, the Spectrum people come, the internet provider that I be using.
What do internet have to do with the story?
They end up telling me, you know, everything. Boom, boom, we fixed it, okay? Now, I had a barber appointment the same exact day. I go back downstairs, and I'm trying to realize something. My car is nowhere to be found in the lot. My car is nowhere to be found in the lot, like it's missing. Literally missing. And so I walked around my apartment complex once again just to make sure, okay, you know, maybe I'm having some forgetful moment. Maybe I parked it somewhere else. No, I knew I parked where I know where I parked my car.
Don't you tell me they came and got you,
like, forget where they parked their car. So the first thing that comes into my mind is that somebody had to either get, like, it had to be towed or hot wired, and somebody stole it off the lot right there in the apartment complex. So I go to my own apartment complex, and I asked them, like, my car is missing. I came home at about 3:30 the night before, and I asked them, can I look at the security cameras without any issues? It was both of the ladies, you know what I'm saying, the real, you know, nice ladies in the office. They were cooperating with me, everything. And so they looked in the security cameras. They're doing slow motions, rewinds. It was about 4:20, bro. A tow truck comes into my complex, bro. It's the scary thing is that it was 30 minutes apart, almost 30, 40 minutes apart when I went upstairs, okay? And so the towing company, or this towing place, they come and they literally take my whip, like you see it on camera, taking my whip. Okay? They leave no warning, no note, none of that stuff. Like our towing place is supposed to leave. Okay? So right off that, you know, thankfully I had 2 cars, you know. So I get in my other car because I didn't want to miss my barber appointment. Now the barber that I ended up going to, because, you know, this particular time, the real barber that had something to do with this, he's in Miami. I'm trying to figure out, like, the last 2 months this man has been in Miami for no reason, bro. He's been in Miami for no reason. And so after that, I knew that was sketchy. So what do? I go to another barber because I need to get my hair cut. You know, I need to stay fresh. I need the 360s to stay fresh. Okay? So I go into the barber shop and get my cut by him, and this is where I start to find out more information. The dude that sold me the car, which was the barber's friend, okay, I tell him that my stuff got towed, and which makes it even another thing that I forgot to tell you guys too. The barber's friend made me pay $300. He said something like, oh, I think I sent the title to the wrong address. Real life titles, to get a duplicate title costs like $1,000. I'm on my way to the DMV. Now, where I was at this particular moment, I wasn't in the area because my girlfriend had a show. So I was in Miami for only 1 day, then we went right back up to where, you know what I'm saying, she's from. But I was at the swap shop in Miami, in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys are from South Florida, you guys know what I'm talking about. I was in a swap shop when he called me. He called me, he was just like, listen, bro, I think I sent the title to the wrong address, and I'm at the DMV right now. Usually for a duplicate title, it's $1,000, but I am able to give it to you for $300 today. And so, you know, I'm just like, bro, you haven't given me the title for the last month, and at this point, I'm just like, you know, F it, bro. Okay, like, F it. I give this man my right address, PayPal him the $300, and he said that it's getting sent and it's gonna come by Thursday. Why comes along, that's the same day I got the haircut. I get the
You should have went and picked it up.
Haircut from a different barber. Title is nowhere to be found. Friday comes along, which is the point I'm talking about this right now. And still no title. And I called a dude, and I'm just like, okay, like on Thursday, backtracking, excuse me. I called a dude, and I'm just like, my car got towed. I seen it in the security cameras in my apartment complex. And he's sitting up there saying, oh, apparently I called the towing place, and they had said that you were double parked and all this stuff. And the funny thing is that when I looked at the security cameras, like, I was none of that stuff. Like, literally, my car was parked perfect as broad day, you know? So that's how off the bat I knew he was lying. But I let him play it off a little bit. I wanted to see what else he said. He said that they had videos and photos and all that stuff, so I can't lie about it. And I was just like, okay, cool. When am I going to get the car back, and when am I going to get my title? And he says, hold on, I'm on the line with the person right now. And he actually three-way called me. You know, he was on the line with somebody, some lady it sounded like. And she's sitting up there saying that the car will be released on Friday in the morning, and he's gonna go up and get it from me. Now, mind you, where this car was towed at was in Lakeland, Florida. I'm in Orlando. Lakeland, Florida from Orlando is about an hour and a half drive. You know what I'm saying? So right off that, I'm just like, okay, all the towing places in Orlando, why is it in Lakeland? You know, a key thing I remember that, you know, unfortunately, my barber did tell me prior, because I asked him, like, where does this dude work? Like, how is he getting his money like this? And he said that he works in, like, some towing company, you know? So I feel like he probably had something to do with my stuff getting, you know what I'm saying? So he probably was the one driving it because, like I said, he came within 30, 40 minutes of when I got back home. All right? Now, you know, I confront my barber, and I asked him, bro, like, if I don't have my money, like, bro, like, you robbed me. Like, you literally took part in robbing me. And so, you know, days come along. I was supposed to get my whip back today. The dude that sold me the car said he's going to get it towed back to me, and he's just going to meet up at a spot. And he just was Instagram DMing me the entire time. He stopped texting me. He changed his number 3 times this entire month. He stopped texting me on the phone. He said, just text through IG DMs right now. You know what I'm saying? This because I had the Wi-Fi or some stuff like that. He said it's better to text. Okay? So he said he's about 30 minutes away from giving me the whip, and he ends up just not even showing up. He blocks me. I went ahead and went on Live Raise the other day and just told my story about what had happened, you know. And there you go, you guys. That's how your man Flight got robbed with $10,000. My own barber, a dude that I literally was giving 80 to 100 bucks every single haircut, feeding this man. He bit the hand that fed him over some money. He played both sides in the situation.
Lost your mind, my nigga.
And how I know he played both sides is because
times out for $80 to $100 every haircut, my nigga. I'd be cutting my own hair. That nigga tripping. Ain't no way I'm finna give a nigga no $80 to cut my hair. And I only get my size cut. I cut my own hair on that.
When I asked the dude that sold me the car, when's the last time he got an oil change, he sat there and he was just like, oh, I don't remember when I got an oil change, but if anytime you need an oil change, you call me first about the oil change. And I asked him why. Why can't I just, you know, take the car to take it to get oil anywhere? I know how to do that. I'll pay whatever it is. Like, a lot of places like Valvoline, Pet Boys do oil changes and stuff. And I remember I was on the phone, I was in the mall, and, you know what I'm saying, my barber was right next to me listening to the phone conversation. He was just like, hang up the phone, and he was just like, Flight, stop asking questions. And I'm just like, bro, it's an oil change. Why can't I go and take it anywhere? He was like, shh. Right off bat, that's how I knew that he had known something what this dude was doing. And so, you know, I just felt hurt. You know, I felt betrayed, and it's just sad, man. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I got robbed with $10,000. That's the full story right there. Hopefully anybody that happens to watch this video, you know, they'll learn their lesson, and maybe I possibly could have saved anybody that could have been in a similar situation. But, you know, it just
first of all, I want to buy the car unless nigga had the title. They giving it to me in my hand.
That just screw you over. And I also want to say this once again.
Second of all, I would have asked for the car box.
The 4th or 5th time I stated this between, you know, the live stream and on video. Pretty Boy Fredo has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said his name. I want you guys to apologize on his page. Or not even, if not that, you just don't even comment anything. Just leave him out of this. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing to do with it. And that's just final. I'm going to...
Alright, that's it for his video, bro. Because he is going beyond the limits now. But, anyways, long story short, bro. Man, I ain't giving a... If I'm buying a car from a nigga, he better have everything. If I'm buying a car from a nigga, he better have everything. I'm talking about... Nigga better have the Carfax, what the nigga said? I need all of that, everything. I need to see it all, everything. We doing papers and everything. Then I don't know, man. I just can't see myself getting. Why would you pay the dude through PayPal anyways? I would have just took my chances at a car dealership. I ain't gonna lie. That's why you can't deal with people these days, bro. The generation crazy. You can't deal with people like every year the world get crazier and crazier, bro. You just can't deal with people like that. You can't trust everybody. Everybody out here trying to eat just like you. So you can't just trust everybody, bro. I know I don't trust too many. But yeah, that's it for this video, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. It's your boy ASAP Prince, man. And I'm out, bro.